of these headlines.
Yes, Trevor, good morning.
Good morning.
And let me say good morning to our viewers too. Let me begin, Trevor, by two things. First, to eulogize the great hero, George Nthengi. And remember, this is a man who has played a major role in the shaping of politics in this country, especially this new day and new generation politics. And we can't forget the kind of work he's done for us. I also want to join my team, my colleagues here in congratulating our team who came from the Tokyo Olympics, and especially Elliot. You know, he's my hero. He's a gentleman I admire a lot. Yeah. I'm a marathoner myself. So and he's done proud. You know, I cherish. I see.
I don't know why Cherargei doesn't seem to
I see Cherargei. I see Cherargei laughing, and I want to tell him that maybe to your surprise, if you don't know, this year I have a record of doing 54.5 kilometers in 4.5 hours.
Wow, very good.
Wow.
So
that is quite something.
So I'm a marathoner. I will share with you some of my medals.
Accolades.
Now, then getting to this discussion, first, Trevor, I register exceptional discontent and reservations with the comments made by Senator, my colleague Cherargei, in attempting to belittle the role that is going to be played by other presidential candidate aspirants, like this presidential side here.
Tell him.
And you know, we have told Cherargei many times that he's missing the point. He's living in another generation. These elections are going to be a big surprise. And you know, even so, how on Wamatangi was, there were two, both of them were kind of scoffing at when you were saying that this is the presidential side. Indeed, it is. And let that be known onwards. But we'll prove that point as we get close to August 2022.
Yeah.
You know, the reality of the fact that coalitions is the way to go. And I don't know why we would be making a big deal out of you know, any attempts that have been made to bring people together. This is what everybody talks about. Even William Ruto himself. I mean, when he's been speaking speaking about bringing the country together. That he says that we want to be one country. We don't want to have any political formation or discussion that looks like it is about a community. I mean, those are their words. So what is the big deal? When other political leaders meet in Mombasa in a way to find how they can come up with a common approach to the elections. The elections are in August next year. What was in Mombasa is not you know, an election. Neither was it a meeting to decide on who. I do not think in the first place, and you've not heard it, Trevor, from the president either. You've not heard it from Raila Odinga. You didn't hear it from all those that were present there, that they had met there to decide on who is going to be running in 2022. There's a lot of agenda that those leaders can discuss as national leaders. The only problem that we have is because we are anxious in quickly deciding for and on behalf, and creating the hype and psych within the political circle, so that we can have something to talk about. That's the problem. So that every time when people meet who are political leaders, then the agenda is drawn by those outside, and not by those inside. I think that there's nothing wrong in them meeting. But then, fast forward from that, the reality of the day, Trevor, is that coalition building in an approach to the elections in the present-day Kenya will never be the same again from the year 2002. I don't know why anyone would be saying that, and I would want to probably ask my colleague, Honorable Atandi, what's wrong? Even if, supposing there was a discussion anyway, although it was not there, that would be saying then that support Raila, what would be the big deal? I mean, why would it be a minus for Raila to be supported? He supported others before. In 2002, he said Kibaki tosha. Kibaki was not deemed to be a project at that particular time. And he ran. You know, I do not think that if they said it is Kalonzo Musyoka, it's a big deal. If they said it is Musalia Mudavadi, it isn't. And they will come to the arena. Remember, Trevor, and this fact we always forget, the buck stops with the voter. It's the Mwananchi who decides. Whatever you say out there, you can do this or that. And I think between now, Trevor, and December of this year, all the way up to February, and you saw the calendar of the election cycle for 2022, up to February next year, the top agenda for this country should be on how are we going to make sure that we have recovered from the losses that we have had to endure as a result of the COVID pandemic and all other factors, including our misbehavior in politics that has costed this country a lot. We have lost so much valuable time politicking, doing things that we're not supposed to be doing other than developing the country. Finally, I want to say that there is no one single person born in this republic who qualifies to be president who should be demeaned. Mm-hmm. None. Anyone has an equal opportunity to lead this country. Let's stop creating this thing around, this aura around individuals that Trevor, unless it was Raila in 2022, then this country will not move. Unless it was Ruto, this country will not move. Unless it is Musalia, this country will not move. We want to see an Obama scenario in Kenya as we move forward, whereby people can say for once and for all that yes, we can try and attempt change and have a new country. That's also a reality we should embrace. And so. Moving from Mombasa to Nairobi, let these gentlemen come, they will meet us, we'll do what we have to do to build the country. For most of us, our minds are made. And especially as people in government right now. Senator Cherargei is better reminded all the time that he is, until 2022, a member of the ruling party, Jubilee, which forms today's government. And in 2022, he will have an opportunity to join UDA and do all the work. But for the time being, collectively, all of us, they must know that we owe the people of this republic all the promises that we made in Kasarani in 2013 and 2017 until election day. That bill is still out there to be paid by us who were given that mandate by the people of this country.
All right. That is a warning from your majority whip.